Do without wilt shall be the whole of the law. I'm Sora Phronesis, and in today's Tarot Tuesday video, we're going to be taking a look at the title, position, attributes, and symbolism of the Hermit card across 9 classic tarot decks. The attributes are the same across the 9 decks. The color is olive, the element is earth, relating to north, winter, and midnight. The astrological influence is Virgo. The esoteric title is the Prophet of the Gods. The intelligence is the intelligence of will. The Hebrew letter is Yod, meaning hand, and given a value of 10. On the Tree of Life, this card occupies the position between Hesed and Tifereth, giving it a Kabbalistic title, the Mercy of Beauty. The numerology is 9, relating to fruition, attainment, and bringing things to a conclusion. It rules the dates of August 23rd through September 22nd. The title of the Hermit is consistent across all the decks, except for the Etala 3, which calls it the Friar, and the Solabusca, which names it Falco, meaning a falcon. In most of the decks, this card is Atu 9, making it the 10th major arcana, but in the Grand Etala and the Etala 3 decks, it is Atu 18, making it the 19th major arcana. In most other decks, this position is given to the Moon, which shares the same numerology as the Hermit. I think a correlation can easily be made between the inward light of the Hermit and the inner light of the subconscious mind, represented by the Moon. In a dictionary of symbols, under the Hermit, Serlo writes, "The 9th enigma of the tarot pack. It is an allegory of an old man carrying in his right hand a lantern, partially covered by one side of the folds of his cloak, which is a dark outside, signifying withdrawal and austerity, but with a blue lining representing aerial nature. If he finds the serpent of the instincts in his path, he does not destroy it, but simply charms it into twining itself round his staff, as Aesculapius did. He is a master of the invisible. On the positive side, the Hermit signifies tradition, study, reserve, patience, and profound work. On the negative side, he stands for all that is taciturn, tedious, and meticulous." The Hermit is a card with deep esoteric significance that isn't detailed anywhere in the public literature. However, with deep introspection, intuition, experimentation, and meditation on the symbols, especially those shown on the Thoth version, these deeper meanings are accessible to all. One of my favorite passages from Wake World by Aleister Crowley relates to the Hermit. It says, "There was a really lovely passage like a deep wood in springtime. The dearest old man came along who had lived there all his life, because he was the guardian of it, and he didn't need to travel, because he belonged to the first house really from the very beginning. He wore a vast cloak, and he carried a lamp and a long stick, and he said that the cloak meant that you were to be silent and not say anything you saw. And the lamp meant you were to tell everybody and make them glad. And the stick was like a guide to tell you which to do. I could see that the stick was really the measuring rod with which the whole palace was built, and the lamp was the only light they had to build it by, and the cloak was the abyss of darkness that covers it all up." You can read more about the major arcana and the path of initiation in Aleister Crowley's Wake World. Stay tuned for next Tarot Tuesday when we will be discussing the Wheel of Fortune. Thanks for watching. Love is the law, love under will.